Back here again, welcome back to Utopia³. I'm on the server on my own at the minute, yep, on my own, and we have had our pack updated, which reminds me, Nemson is, I think I've said this in the last couple of episodes, Nemson is working on putting a list together so that you can see exactly what mods we're using. We can't distribute it because we don't have permissions for all the mods, but it will be putting a list with links and letting you know what you need to get together for it all to work together. So that is ongoing work on Nemson's part, but it does take a bit of doing, so please bear with him. And he knows it's going to be good for you guys, because you guys want to get on. I know certainly some of you guys would like to get on and play the same mods that we're playing, so he is working towards that. Right, I want to start with something, a nice little quick thing here. Now, I've done this on my other Let's Play as well. I'm not showing it on camera, I'm going to show it on camera here. But I've just been on the other server, it's not working on there, so there might be a little bugs with this. It's working for me at the minute, but I don't know, when I just checked out the same system on the other server, for some reason it's not working, so I might have a little couple of bugs to work out with this. But what I've got here is, I'm just going to make something with Farmcraft. So I've got a wand in my personal ender pouch here. That's of course linked to an ender chest. I'm going to put that in there. And I'm going to make just a void jar, just so uses a bit of the V from it. Now if I look, that pedestal's empty there. If I put my wand in my bag, it's disappeared. Look at that, it's over there. Yay. And then when it gets full, it disappeared over there. And it's back in there, sweet. And it's back in there full. So I've got a little auto regen for my wand there. It's really, really simple. The easiest way of looking at it is if we come underneath here, and jump up here. Boink. I said boink. So we've got a new version of some of the mods we're on. We've got the updated version of Ender IO conduits, which is how this is actually working. So let me just pull her up here so we can get in here and have a look. So there we go, we've just got a little basic Ender IO item conduit, and in this one I've got it set to insert our blacklisted fully charged ones. I've got, and it's matching metadata, so fully charged ones are not allowed to go in there, but extracts, fully charged ones are allowed to be extracted, so they're whitelisted. And I've got it so it's active auto signal, so I don't need a redstone signal on this. It'll automatically extract any fully charged wand that goes into that middle pedestal there. So I have to let people on the server know not to put their wands in there, otherwise they'll end up in my bag. Yeah, that's maybe an issue with that, because I know Sensor use this. Sensor, if you watch this video, use the out of pedestals to recharge your wand. And then this one is just the opposite. This one is, this allows the insertion of fully charged wands, and it blacklists the extraction of fully charged wands. So what that does, even though this chest's got all kind of stuff in it, because only wands can go into a pedestal, it'll still only pull a wand out there, so it won't try and pull the sleeping bag or anything out, but it will try and pull a wand out there. If the wand's full, then it's blacklisted here, so it won't pull a full wand. But if the wand's not full, then essentially there's no filter on there, so it can pull any wand in that's not full. So it'll pull any non-full wand out of there, and it'll put it in there, and then vice versa. So even though it's kind of not filtered, it's not filtered for it. Technically, all of this stuff could come from this pipe, but because the destination is only valid for wands, it's only going to try and pull the wand out. Really cool. Now, I'm not sure if it's doing loads of checking all the time. If it is, it might be an issue. And as I said, I've just checked on the other server to make sure I was doing this right, and for some reason it's not working on there. So I spent a couple of minutes having a look at it, but I don't want to dwell on it too long. So I'm going to see how long this one works, and then make sure they're set up exactly the same. But there we go. It's very useful. So if I'm out and about, which I do tend to be out and about quite a bit, and look at that, that's all I need in my little spare room here that I've got nothing to put in there yet, but I'm sure we'll find something to go in there. So let's tidy this up. Where is it? It's over there. What I need to do now is put this bit of wood back and put in these couple of things back. So yeah, middle ones for auto charging only, and then of course the outer, so I can just, if I bang that on there, it should disappear straight away, look, and it's appeared in there, just like magic. I do have to be careful if I'm using it with focus pouches. Now, if I put some onto there, there we go, I've got my wand of equal trade on there. If I put it in the bag now, it's technically not a fully charged wand, so it'll take it, but it's also technically not a fully charged wand that's just a fully charged wand, so it won't bring it back, so it'll get stuck here. I could get around that by adding, I could get around that by adding the different wand caps to the extraction filter, I guess. So that's got, I guess that's got different metadata. Look at all the stuff on that wand. So lots of aspects. I guess that's different metadata because it's got the cap on it. So I either had to add all these caps, well, all two of them on this server. I've only got two caps on there. I have to add all these caps to the full extraction, which is pretty straightforward. I guess I could do that. Or I'll just be careful not to send it back. So this has been really useful for me because I've been building all them roads in the building age. I'll quickly show you that. So the building age, not really built anything yet, but I am going to get on with building Akko's building supplies on this little 17 by 17 plot here. If you open the map up, you can see I've spread out right over there. So this big plot here is Grumpy's movie studio. This plot here is going to be Nemson's town hall. This plot here is my building supplies, and I also want to get like an arcane library or something, and there's something else I wanted to do as well. So there's at least 3 plots I plan on taking here. I'm also going to keep spreading this out so we've got a massive city. It looks a bit messy at the minute because of all the snow, but the snow's not going to be around forever. So we'll be taking this snowy biome out after Christmas, so it'll look a bit tidier then. There's our road system, and you see it's spreading out right over here. So I've been putting down loads of gravel, and of course the easiest way to put down loads of gravel, well, loads of asphalt, is to wand of equal trade it. So I've been hammering my wand of equal trade a bit. This is my put that back there. Let's get my wand in my hand. Get my wand of equal trade on. So you see, look, it's got asphalt in the actual thing there, 'cause that was the last thing I did. So I was on last night a little bit drunk. I went for a beer with my dad, and Stella is very strong. So I'm going to say, I mean, it's like 3 pants, and I was arseholed. Not arseholed, but I was certainly putting the world to rights with my dad, talking about the state of politics and stuff. Right, so this is how I've been doing this. Get rid of the snow. Oops, I knew that'd happen at some point. The shovel the earth move is a little bit too excitable sometimes, and I need a block for in there. Have we got any dirt here? I'll just put just put a bit of asphalt in there, makes sense. So get rid of the trees. Get rid of that one as well, and that one. Now, an issue I was having last night is that the leaves weren't going away, but it looks like they may be gone now. And then I've just been using my wand of equal trade, just like this. So set that, and I'll go 3 down there just so it's, yep, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, the main pain with this at the minute is the snow, but I can deal with the snow. The second pain is always doing that. There we go. Get rid of that. So so I'm left clicking here to do 1 block at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Double check that. So that's the road's going to be going that way and that way. And then once you've got it enclosed, you can just right click and you can do quite a few at a time. And it won't spread out of what you've done, which is kind of cool. So yep, that's safe to do. So that is how I've been doing my roads. Nice and quick with a wand of equal trade. And you can see this is taking a bit of power off that, so it's took up to now we've used 8 auto and 8 pedito, so that's what the wand of equal trade uses, auto and pedito. Let's quickly sleep with the awesome sleeping bag. Oh, look at all that under there. Magic underground viewing of stuff. Put my chest plate back on and put that back there. So yeah, that's what I've been doing on my roads. So make sure I remember to take my wand cap off, and then I can sling the wand in there and it'll go and get recharged. and it'll come back to me. Now this, there we go, fully charged, wonderful, working like a treat. Put all them back in there for now, all that concrete. So yeah, what I'm going to set up here is a little place where you can come and get smooth stone brick, asphalt, all automated. I'm going to use it in Java barrels, which we've now got, so I'm going to be looking at Java barrels in just a minute. I'll just, while I'm here, just put the road markings in. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Done something wrong. Oh, no. There we go. So there's the road markings for that. And am I missing any road markings elsewhere? Probably. Let's have a look. I don't know, looks like I've done them all. Alright, there's this road over here, look. That's quite a long one, so I'll do that later. Here we go, the trees. Look, when I was cutting trees down last night, for some reason the leaves weren't going. I don't know what's causing that. I've got loads of leaves just stuck floating in the air that I need to go through. If I had Darkcraft, I could use them claw things to get them real quick, but I have to cut through them all. Bit of a pain, damn trees. Right, let's get back to the other world. I feel a funny night is. Oh, it's a washing machine downstairs. I thought I could hear a funny noise in the game, but it's the washing machine's got a dodgy bearing by the sound of it. Right, so put the road lines back there. The road lines, if I haven't mentioned before, cheating only. I've got these things here as well, item grates from Thaumcraft. Just a trapdoor, an iron bar, get you that. I've been using them to put like little sewer things in the middle of the cross sections. Crossroads. Yeah, cool. Right. So what we've got up here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make some Java barrels because I'm not going to use them for my sorting system on this server. My pov's gone all weird. There we go. What's going on here? I've run out of wood. How the hell have I run out of wood? What's going on? He's getting wood. He's empty. Something's gone wrong here, hasn't it? Right, I'll cut camera, I'm going to work out what's wrong. I'll let you know what went wrong. Well, that's a bit bizarre. It seems to be catching back up. The only thing I can think of that I've changed is... there's not a great deal of wood in there, is there? But I pulled down... I had 9 stacks of wood in here ready for when I was going to start this one off. Now, I was fairly confident that I had enough wood in there to run 2 boilers, but that's what I noticed. I need to keep an eye on stuff. The only thing I actually changed, if you remember last episode, I changed this so that it was only one small thing. So I don't know if that somehow caused the cart to get stuck on there for too long. Possibly. And let it all drain out before the cart went again, which put it behind. I don't know. Something was gone wrong though, wasn't it? So I'm keeping an eye on that. While I'm down here, by the way, I don't think I've shown this. ME transition plane above a cactus. Whenever the cactus grows, it'll just pull cactus into the network. So I've got 143 cactus there. And someone also kindly let me know this also works for melon. So if I put melon on there, see, we can use that as an example. And what that's doing is that's actually breaking the melon into melon slices. You see there we're actually 623, and then we are up to 644. So there we've got an extra 21 out of them. So you can break melon that way. As it is, I've got 32,000 melon blocks, melon slices. I could just bin the blocks. It's not like it's going to make a difference. That farm's turned off because it's at capacity anyway. So it's not like in the blocks is going to cause any hassle. What I think I might have to do is I might have to just expand these sprinkler systems and put sprinklers around the farm. Now I could do it with the green lamps from Thaumcraft. I could do it with the sprinklers. I think that's the only two. I think that's the only 2 options I've got in this mod pack for increasing the growth of stuff. So it's maybe worth putting some expanding the sprinkler system so it covers over here. Oh, let's put in a separate one. Now, a sprinkler system is pretty easy. You want a reservoir from under IO with some water. You want one liquid transfer node from extra utilities, and some transfer pipe. And then you want some open blocks tanks for the water, and then open block sprinklers. So I may drop 3 sprinklers in there. at least until it gets me back up to speed. Especially if I want to run 2 boilers. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. You've seen me do that before, so I'll do that off camera. Now, if we go upstairs, this, as I said, is glitchy, and now it stopped working for some reason. So you saw it working, so it clearly was working. I've done nothing to it. I just put my wand back in there, and now it's decided that it's not going to take it off there. So it still works the other way. So if I put my wand into there, now it's pulling that out, and it's full, so it shouldn't be doing that either, actually. So something's gone on there. Meh. So it's not the perfect system. I may have to work something else out for that. I'm fairly sure I can do that similar kind of whitelisting thing with TE conduits. But I have heard there's a newer version of TE that's coming very soon. Is going to reset all conduits, so that you have to replace all the ones that you've placed. I think that's right. Anyway, look at this. I've got another gift. There's people on the server are so friendly, and I'm guessing it's from Nicholas, because Nicholas is Crazy Saint Nick. Seeing the fact the wheeler's changed, it's up in the left hand corner now. That's what keeps confusing me when I was using my Wonder Vehicle Trade there, because the block it shows is in the same place as the little icon on the Wonder Vehicle Trade. Anyway, someone's made me a nice 64k storage cell. Thank you very much. I'm presuming that's Nicholas, so thank you very much, Nicholas. If it wasn't Nicholas, let me know. But it's Crazy Saint Nicholas. It's the server Santa. He don't actually make videos. He's the config guy. He puts a pack together, so he should start making videos. I think. In fact, I've seen him do some. I've seen him on some of Sensor's videos, so he should start making his own. Because he's probably the most advanced of us on the server, which is why he's got loads of stuff to make everyone gifts. Right. So what I can do with this is I can put that in there, and I've got one partition drive for my ingots. I guess this one is going to be for my gems and gem-like items. So let's go through everything that's like a gem. Flint, redstone. This is what I class as gems. I call it gems. It's mainly, I don't know, is it mineral type stuff? I don't know. But gas tier can go in there. Blaze rod, magma creams. That's borderline organic, I guess, but I'll put that in there. Quartz certainly wants to be in there. So I'll get all these added to that, and then I'll pull all these into the own separate little thing. Should I put my Ars Magica stuff in there as well? I guess I should. Yep, so I'll get this sorted, and I'll be back in a bit. Okay, then I'm back, and I'm not even sure these actually work for trees, you know, but I'm going to give it a go. It might just be creating me loads of grass and stuff in between. But can't think of much else to do. Now, it looks like the issue is we've moved on to version 8.3.0 of Railcraft, and things have changed. There's something like called an efficiency mod. There's quite a few changes. One of them is coal has been reduced in the amount of heat that'll produce in a boiler, but the whole boiler maths has all changed. Now, I've had a quick look at the changelog. I don't really get my head around it, but change rewet boiler math to eliminate heat up costs. Change unified and standardised all steam production codes in all devices. Change fuel adjustments. Blaze rods produce more, go 800 to 1000. Coal produces less, gone from 3200 to 1600. Coal coke produces less, so whereas before a coal coke would get you 1 steel, now it looks like you need 2 coal coke to get you 1 steel, which is still less than the 4 coal it takes to get a steel, but they've pretty much halved that. Yeah, fixes short overflow issues with furnaces, whatever that means. Reduce coke oven cook time. And config added multiplier for fuel to steam conversion values. Now I'm thinking that possibly might be what's causing this issue, but if a Galgadorian tree farm can't keep up with 1 steam boiler, then I can't see me losing steam boilers much longer. But if that is the issue, I'm not 100% sure it's the issue. My fan may have stopped working, but as you can see, that what was there is gone as well now. We're nearly back at full temp, which should make it more efficient if that's how it works. It looks like, I mean, if you read it, it sounds like it makes it. Boiler changes. Goal. Provide a more realistic interpretation of real-life boiler physics. Steam produced becomes a factor of heat. Steam per cycle per tank. Fuel use less dependent on temperature. Higher temps need more fuel. Fuel use per cycle per tank, and then some maths. This is actual code changes that is actually linked on the changelog. You can see the changelog at railcraft.info/changelog. I'll put that in the game chat there just so you can see it. There you go. railcraft.info/changelog. So I think this might not work anymore, which means I've made that second boiler for no reason. Because if a Gallagher tree farm can't run one boiler, then it looks like boilers are a thing of the fucking past. This may be a knee-jerk reaction on my part, but if this is the case, I'll be looking for a different kind of fuel. I'll be ripping all this out and just using the Mistcraft oil age and producing fuel that way. I think liquid fuel. Yeah, right. Okay, I'm gonna cut the camera. I'm gonna do what Nemson's telling me there and put it in the Skype chat, and see if we can sort this out. Because clearly, if you look at my earlier videos, clearly that tree farm was producing enough wood to run a second boiler, which is why I made this. There was I had masses of wood, so yeah, it's I like things being more realistic, but right, I'll still be back in a bit. Okay, I'm back. It's several hours later. I've been mulling my options over, and as far as I can tell, this is burning charcoal too fast, or faster than what the boiler calculator website says. As far as I can work it out, I should be doing 713 of these an hour, which I think works out just over 5 seconds per charcoal, and that's clearly burning in about 2 seconds. 1, 2, 1, 2. Maybe even quicker than 2 seconds. So something's definitely wrong. That's why all my wood's gone. So for now I'm going to start using our oil age, and I'm going to switch these to liquid boilers, and I'm going to run oil. I'm going to process it into oil into fuel, and run fuel. Now that means I've got the 4 of these steam ovens, which is fun. But yeah, it's all fun. It's all fun. Right, I just need to go to Bolef's place because I was just checking out his base. Now Bolef was just doing some infusion, and it went a little bit wrong, and he wasn't sure to cancel it. So we went to his place, and then he logged off. I was having a nosy around his place, and I could hear some mobs on the floor under me, so I used the elevator to go down, and a creeper blew up next to me and blew up his dark nexus. Oops. So now what they've got here is the reason why I couldn't get up here is that's got a keystone in it, of course. I don't think I shouldn't be able to look in here. No, oh, I ain't got a keystone in it. Interesting. I wonder why I don't go to upstairs then. I come back to my place if I go through there. Weird. I was expecting that to have a keystone, because he's got a portal up here, a gateway. This is Bolef's base. I think it's Bolef and Tanhan's maybe, and it's a very cool place. I like it a lot. They've got flying castle, the slime island in the middle that's been turned into a magic forest, I believe. Yep, magical forest. Sorry for the weather and that at the minute, it's a bit messy. He's got his farmcraft area over here with a nice pipe set up, run his infusion water. Very nice. And across this side we've got Ars Magica room, which is also very cool, with a nice coloured black. Ooh, nice. Thought that was ebony wood, then it's coloured black wood. Nice. Put me down. So I came into here, yeah, I could hear mobs. So I thought, oh, I wonder where they are. So I went down here, and there's a creeper right next to me. It went bang, and it's blown up the nexus. It's blown up the conduit that you could use to turn the spawners on and off. So I put some light round here for the minute to keep things from spawning, and I'm just going to repair it. So I thought, I didn't bring enough bloody smooth stone brick. So first up, I need to replace the conduit there. Blowing other people's bases up. What a knobhead. I didn't bring wood either. So I need to come back again anyway. I need to bring some wood for the floor and some stone brick for the wall there, so I'll cut the camera in a second. But this is a dark nexus. What this does, because I haven't made one of these, this uses the essence of mobs. Now, I don't know if it kills the mobs, because I don't see anything to kill what spawns in here, so I'm guessing something must be killing these. So let's get rid of you, and hopefully I can chalk on top of that. I can't. Smart. So that should do damage to mobs in here. I need to... I've got no blocks on me at all, have I? Possibly in here. Let's have a look. I'll use... Ah, sweet. At least I can make that into stone. Fool. I can't even out in there, can I? Damn it. There we go. I can at least cover the... make a hole in the wall. Better. And I'll come back with some... There we go. That's like I was never here. God damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess that should be like that. And I need 6 bits of wood. I'll come back in a bit and get them. So, if I cut these torches out. Oh yeah, look. Wow. Very nice. That's how Dark Nexus works. So I'm going to make I'm going to make sure there's no creeper in there when I come back, and I'll just replace the floor, and then I'll carry on. It's a very cool base. Oops, I keep flying by mistake. So there's the top end of the gateway, which I believe just take you downstairs. It does look. So if I go through that again, that'll take me to my place. Very cool. So yeah, I'll sort that out, and then what I've decided to do is I made a pump. I didn't do it on camera because pumps are really straightforward. They're just BC tank, mining wells, basic stuff. So I've made that. Now I was going to power it with this thing because I remember seeing on Bevo's Spotlight you can send power through a transceiver and receive liquid back at the same time, but that means having a transceiver next to my liquid tank as well. So I'm actually not going to bother. I'm going to make a couple of ender tanks. I'm going to use some of my steel here. I'm going to make a big steel tank down in the bit of the empty room earlier that I didn't have a purpose for. The room up there. I'm going to use that for tank storage. So I'm going to get that sorted out. I'll come back and I'll start getting some oil, and we'll start refining that into fuel. And I'm just not going to bother with this. So I'll be back in a bit. Oh, one other thing before I go. You may have noticed I was flying a bit quicker. I realised that I can actually put enchanting books using the anvil onto my thermostatic harness. So I couldn't do it in there, and I still can't, especially can't. Oh, look at that. Now I put haste on it on there. I can actually put other stuff on it. Interesting. I put haste on it with a book. And because I put haste on, I can now add other stuff. But you remember last time that was not letting me put any enchant on? That's good to know. So I've got repair 2 and protection 4 there, but I'll just might just grind up some levels up and do it for this now. Cool. Right, back in a bit. Okay then, I've been doing a bit of investigating, and there's a really awesome post on the Feed the Beast forums by Omicron, and he's worked out all the new fuels, and here's a couple of numbers for you. Previously, to get the base fuel usage for a 36 HP boiler was 15,840. So that's base units, so like charcoal's worth 1,600. So that's your base units. Now that has gone to 41,400. So you see it's almost tripled the amount of charcoal you need to run a boiler. So it's pretty heavy. Now the 36 low pressure boiler, if you're going to keep running boilers, you're probably going to want a low pressure boiler, because that before was 7,920, which is more than half of what the 36 HP was, but now it's only 16,200, which is considerably less than half of what the 36 HP is. So you're probably going to want twice the amount of low pressure boilers, which unfortunately I've got 72 high pressure boiler tanks. But that said, I was going to start running these on fuel, and I've set up a tank down here, but it works. It turns out that fuel wise, if you actually compare it against compression dynamos or combustion engines, then a compression dynamo or a combustion engine will give you 6.25. Yeah, 6.25. I think MJs per heat unit input, whereas the boilers are only giving you 3.4. The 36 low pressure boilers are going to give you 4.4. But still, compression dynamos or combustion engines, if you're using fuel, look like they're going to be a lot more efficient. So, that in mind, I did a bit of decorating up here, by the way. What do you reckon? I like this glass. It's Japanese question mark glass from Chisel. Right, so I think I am going to rip all this out. I can't, of course, rip it out until I've got something else in place. So I'm going to set up a stack of. Well, first of all, I'm going to use this power. It's almost keeping up, so it's staying over 900. So I'm getting a good amount of power from it. It's just that tree farm down there is not big enough. My options are rip out all this side of the farm to expand the tree farm, in the hopes that that'll then be big enough to keep that boiler going. Because I have got like 32k of most of these now. Do I need more than 1,000 rose red? So I could pull all this side out, which is a bit of a pain because the amount of time I put into making it. But doubling the tree farm should give me enough wood. But do I need to make twice the amount of carts as well, though? Will he just get around it quick enough? Probably not. So I'll probably still, even if I double the size of the farm, I'm probably still going to have to make another cart. So that's one option, and keep running that boiler as it is. And the other option is, of course, just start abusing the oil age and making loads of compression dynamos, which I think is a better option. So yeah, then that's the other option that M-Dog just reminded me of there. Nicholas and M-Dog on at the minute, by the way. I could get into bees and just get some lava bees on the go and just use magma dynamos. I don't want to use nether lava. It seems too easy. I don't particularly like using Mistcraft oil age oil because, again, it's just like it's almost like creative oil, isn't it? But yeah, I like to do bees. I might have to crack on with bees. But I think I'm going to rip all this out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sleep on it. So I don't really know what to do for the rest of this episode because I can't really move on now. I need to decide what my power is before I move on with anything else. You know what I mean? But yeah, right. What I do actually want to get going with was start getting this slot automated. So I think I'll make a bit of. I'll take a little break from that. That's running well enough. That, I mean, you've seen it. It's been like all day, and it's not getting below about 970. So it's still giving me some power. Yeah, what I think I'm going to do then is let's start having a look at grinders. I want 4 grinders here. 4 of these guys. I might start looking at setting up a laser drill at some point as well. So pistons, bucks. I've got both of them. Got bucks on me yet because I've been enchanting the harness. I do. Yeah, that would be good. So I thought I'd best answer M-Dog there, just completely ignored him. I was looking for pistons and gold swords. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. I'm going to want a refinery out if I'm going to use liquid fuel, so let's look at a refinery as well while I'm at it. Well, yeah. Oh God, I'm on such. I mean, like about 8 mans. Really don't know which routes I've got at the minute. So let's get this sorted. I moved the unifier up here. Oh, a bit of a crazy lag spike there. So what we got here? We've got enough for 2 of these straight off. I need to make a couple more machine blocks there. So 1, 2, and I need a bit of smooth stone. 1, 2, 3, and I use 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. And make some more of them guys over here. Because the inventory is a bit of a mess at the minute. which is not really like me, but you know. So so there's 2 more of them. So that's them sorted. Now when I want to get the liquid down to the tank, mob essence, I'm going to use these guys. Now these should work better than when I was trying to do it with the farms down below. So I've got loads of these fluid conduits because I tried doing the farms and it wasn't really working for me. So that's good. And then I'm going to need item ducts to get the loots into the A network. So I may use them as well, but I may just put them into. I think I'll just put them into the ender chest. Easier, isn't it? So I'm going to start setting a bit of this up down here. Now it's basically going to be. Where should I do it? At the back or on one side? Now these walls are double thick, so I can go double thick into the walls. Put it here. Run the power that way. Right, I'll have a bit of a think. I'll start working this out. It gets me on with something, doesn't it? So back in a bit. Well, okay then. Here's the first bit done. That was nice and easy. I had that power cable running up from down below up to the top anyway. I'll just run a liquid line along there. Liquid lines are so much better than the previous version of Ender.io, because the previous version, if there was a line that had liquid in and you wanted to collect one that didn't, it was just a pain in the ass. Now the connects really simple with a simple click with the wrench there. So I've got all my liquid lines connected up. There was actually a cow in there. Give me a bit of beef and put a bit of liquid essence through. So there should be a tiny amount of liquid essence in the tank downstairs. And I was cutting through some cobble and a silverfish got me, and that's where I got a silver nugget from. I got one of the week and it was baffling me where it appeared from. So that solves that mystery. So if I look up here now, we should have a tiniest amount. Look at that, 100. 1 cow's worth of mob essence. Yay. So we've got mob essence. So it looks like if I'm going to get fuel from the fuel edge, it's going to have to be that one, which means I'm going to need to run power along here as well, so I can distillery. So I probably would have been better building this second tank and putting mob essence in here, because if I do fuel, then it's going to need power. So I may put that into that one. I may make some more steel tank walls. So Railcraft's still good for steel tank walls, but personally, if I was making a mod pack, I'd be putting extra cells in and using the A add-on to store my liquids. But that's just me. Steel tank's really awesome, but A liquid is even more awesome in my opinion. So that's pretty straightforward. Then I've just run the power cable, as you can see, down under here. So I need some facades around here, which I've got loads of anyway. And then just here I've split it to there and to there. So there's power and liquid handling to all of them. Now the next thing is to add item handling. So I'm going to make a load of Ender.io item conduits now, and I'll run these the same way and decide whether, I guess the question I want to decide is, do I run the items straight up, this all the way up? Nah, I don't. That makes no sense. I might as well just use an ender chest down there. See, I could have just used an ender tank down there, to be honest, but what I'll do is I'll run the cables together and I'll have one ender chest hidden behind one of these walls there, for example. I think I've probably got an ender chest that goes to my... I'm pretty sure I've got one somewhere already spare, and I'll just run all the stuff into the ender chest, and I should be able to set some level control, but don't know if I want to. At the minute it's going to be wither skeletons, endermen, cows and chickens. I can always change one of these for a blaze spawner or something, or I could always just use the mob essence to spawn whatever else I need. So that's all coming up roses, I think. So I'll get my item conduit sorted. I'll get a tank placed. I'm going to restart because I'm getting little lag spikes, and I'll be back in a bit. And I'm back again, and the video is getting a bit long, so I'm going to have to start to rush this last little bit. This is quite fun, this. What I've got is, I've got uninsulated redstone underneath my spawners there, and then that's power. I don't want to do that. I've done that once already. It took me 5 minutes to work out what I was doing wrong. Then I'm running that across to meet up with the power and the liquid. And then the item is going this way, so the item, the redstone, is actually going to go this way into a loop with all the rest of the item and redstone. So we've got liquid and power got redstone to each of these. If you come through here, you can see that we've got all 4 bundled there. So we've got power, items, liquid and redstone. Behind there we've got our ender chest, which puts things into our sorting system. So that's alright. And then on we go. So these have all got redstone signal on now. So all I need to do, I think, is switch one of these for redstone and give it a facade, and then facade all the rest of this stuff. I should have facaded that first down there. Can I actually reach down there? I don't think I can. To break that one again. So I need to block all this in so it looks nice and tidy. That's in the way. So block, block, block all the way around, and then put all these back. And I should be able to turn this on. And once it's turned on, it should just run with no messing from me. So I thought I should be able to set that away because the redstone signal's on. So that'll actually leave the light on in here permanent, which is what I want. I've put that date in the bloody sorting system, haven't I? Shit. So that's the cow one. So that one's light on. I've got a silencer there. I probably need a sound muffler in both of these two as well. I can cover that up. So this is the cover all this up. Just gonna cobble it all in. So if I cut that power now, that should stay cut, and it has. Good. So I need to change. No, this is good. This wants to be dark. So that's all good. So this one wants to be dark. I suppose I could get it so that it lights up if I want to come in here, if it's turned off, by extending that one. Let's do that. Will that go through an insulated one? Let's have a look. Let's see if this light goes on when it's next to there. No. So I need an uninsulated one for that as well, it seems. Let's just double check that. So yeah, you've got to be careful what... See, look, next to the uninsulated one, that'll light up, so... I need to make another uninsulated one, because I've actually made them all into insulated, so I ain't got none left. So I'll tidy up. This runs to all 4... Oops. That was a bit of a weird little lag spike there. This runs to all 4, so when I come back, just before I finish the video, I should be able to flick a switch that'll be on this one. Here. And that should turn all 4 spawners on. No, does that not work? Can't put a label onto the lever onto there. Well, you're not a conduit, are you? Why can't I put one onto you? Well, look. No, I'm alive still. Thought I might have crashed. Get away. Okay, oh, because that's classed as in this block. Damn it. So I can put a lever on there. It will turn things on and off. Okay, I'll work out exactly where this wants to go. I might have to move it up one, put it up here somewhere. But I shall be back when it's all ready to turn on. I'll turn it on, and then that'll be the end of the episode. Back in a bit. Okay, I'm quite enjoying this little setup. I've had to move the redstone across from there because with the conduit, the curtain wasn't connecting right. I don't know if it might not been letting light through, but I was run it up there instead, and then run it across. So that's still a facade there with a redstone in, and the levers there. So I might change that lever for something a bit tidier. But as you can see, the lights are all lit at the minute because the 2 lights where it counts have got redstone going to them. The other 2 lights, of course, for the cow and the chicken will be on all the time anyway, so they're just permanently on. I might make that one green just so it matches. And I can turn it on and off by that. So a couple of things I need to check then. One of them is, I'll show you what I did with this. So under each one of these, what I've had to do is, if I click on that with an empty hand, I can get into, not that, but that. I can get into all the conduits there, and we've got doing little tabs on the side here. So I've got energy conduit in out, I've got fluid conduit in out, I've got item conduit set to extract with no redstone signal. So if you haven't seen these before, they've got insert, disabled, in out, or extract, and by standard they're always active, but I've done it. No, sorry, standard they're active with signal, and I've changed it to active without signal. There's all this kind of other stuff that I'll explain when I actually make a build that uses it. Yeah, very good. And then the redstone circuit conduit underneath the grinders, I've disabled it because it turns the grinder off because it's a redstone signal. So I've disabled that for the time being on them. I believe I can change the colour of them as well if I so wish. Don't know where is it. Oops. Oh yeah, I can change the colour there, look. So I could have it set to separate level emitters. So that's all sorted. So if we cover that now, the only thing I need to check is if I'm actually going to get product and liquid into my tank and my ender chest. Yeah, damn elevators. Oh. Go on, I want to write on you. What's going on? Let me write on here. Why can't I write on it? There we go. With a skeletons. Two skeletons, enderman, cow, chicken. So let's turn it on. And you should see all of these should have gone purple. Spawning chickens. That's confirmed. That's gone purple, so this should be active. So we should spawn a cow. One cow. Make me lie it. I can't. I'm eating steak to entice you. Come on. You can hear enderman getting killed. There's a cow. So that's all looking good. As I said, we can hear enderman getting killed, so that's good. And with the skeletons, you see that's properly blacked out, and that's properly blacked out, so that's all good. So there we go. There's with the skeleton who's actually withered me like a knobhead, but they can't get past there, of course, because there's paving stones and ward in there. So all I need to check now is I've disabled the input onto my ME network from this chest, so we should be seeing. There we go. We've got bones, feathers, chicken. So there's the chicken stuff. There's the beef stuff. That's chicken as well, isn't it? There's the cow stuff. There's the enderman stuff, and there's the skeleton stuff. So now I've got passive mob spawners, because when I'm probably up here, what level am I at? 75. 63, 73, 12. Yep, I should be within 16 blocks. No, there's one more. It should just be within 16 blocks when I'm up here. So, things should still spawn when I'm up here. Working in this room. Should. They'll definitely spawn when I'm working in this room. And there's definitely spawn when I'm working in this room. So, I've got... of course, the soul shards these days, you need to be within 16 blocks for them to work. So there we go, pretty cool passive mob spawner system. I can always change the spawners for other stuff when I so wish. And let's just check we're getting mob essence. If I can learn to jump into that doorway. I don't know why I've made myself such an awkward doorway to get into. Come on, you're in there, you fool. There we go. So it was 2,104, so that's going up. So we're getting mob essence as well, so we can start using that for other stuff, for whatever purpose we want. Spawning specific stuff like blazes, I guess, or I don't know, whatever we need. So that's all good as well. So there we go. We have achieved something in this episode. What I think I'm going to do, I checked on Resonant Rares. On Resonant Rares, we're on the same version of Railcraft, and I've got 2 9x9 tree farms, and that's keeping up. So 2 9x9 MFR tree farms. I could always put a level of cows underneath this producing fertilizer. I could always manually produce fertilizer because I think I've got the materials to produce it anyway. So I'm going to switch these out from MFR farms between episodes. I'm going to see if that keeps up with that boiler. If it does, I'll just keep it going with that. So even though the Steve's Carts tree farm is more expensive, cost of the way it does it, I just don't think it's quick enough. So yeah, I'll do that between episodes. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope I see you next time. Cheers. Bye.